It's emotions like I would never be able to tell you how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Okay, besties, buckle up, because even though Justin and Selena have technically moved on, their ride-or-die friends are still convinced there's unfinished business between these two. And not just regular ex-drama, we're talking soulmate level energy. The chaos hits every single time either of them drops a new song. It's like the entire internet turns into FBI agents, decoding every lyric for some hidden love confession. Let's be real. Just because the relationship ended doesn't mean the feelings magically vanished. And word on the street, there's way more going on behind closed doors than we ever saw on the timeline. Let's rewind, because Selena wasn't just a couple, they were the couple. Straight-up generational icons. From 2010 to 2018, Justin, Bieber and Selena Gomez weren't just dating. They were out here defining what it meant to be relationship goals. Before going viral was even a thing, they were going viral. Constantly. We watched them evolve from teenage sweethearts into global superstars, all while trying to navigate love in the absolute chaos that is Hollywood. Imagine dating with 1 million. Stan accounts live blogging your every text. That's what they were dealing with. Reddit threads. Full. TikTok edits. Endless. Fans have been analyzing every little look, like, and lyric for years.
And the little kiss to Selena was so cute.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And you tried to pull her up on stage too, but she didn't want to come.
No, I was just, giving her my...
And despite the drama, despite the toxicity, the nostalgia is real. For so many people who grew up with them, Selena was more than just a ship. They were the blueprint. But here's the real tea. While we were all fixated on their Instagram posts and award show run-ins, the people closest to them, they were seeing a whole different story play out behind the scenes. Let's take it back to 2010-2011 when Justin and Selena first went public. That wasn't some polished PR rollout. That was raw, real, young love energy. In every interview, Justin was out here singing for Selena like he was auditioning for...
What do I do on the weekends? What do me and Selena do on the weekends? We go to the movies. And we kiss. We don't do that. Okay, next question.
The Notebook. The way he looked at her? Literal hard eyes emoji come to life. No fake clout-chasing energy. He was in it. During this era, people in their inner circle told People magazine that Justin and Selena weren't just another Hollywood fling. They were actually bonding on a deep, real level. They were navigating the madness of fame together and somehow still finding common ground. One insider spilled that Selena was trying to stay focused on her career and not get swept up in the chaos. But it was clear to everyone close to them that these two were genuinely trying to build something real, even with the entire world watching every move. What's crazy is that their chemistry wasn't subtle, not even a little. It was loud, it was immediate, and honestly, it was giving meant to be from day one. Research into their early public appearances, like that now iconic New York IHOP date, shows just how naturally playful and flirty they were. Friends picked up on it instantly. And then there was that moment, the one where Justin literally serenaded Selena at one of her own concerts. No one planned it. It wasn't staged. He just grabbed the mic and did it. And people close to them said that right there was proof. He was fully, hopelessly smitten. But nothing screams early 2010s nostalgia like that adorable, low-key, awkward school visit where Justin was asked about their relationship. The way he fumbled through that answer. Pure teenage crush energy. Literal heartthrob caught off guard by real feelings. That moment lives rent-free in our collective memory. Justin and Selena might have gone their separate ways, but their besties are convinced. There's still a spark between them, and honestly, it's giving soulmate energy. Every time one of them drops new music, the internet goes into full detective mode, decoding lyrics for hidden meanings, and the vibe gets completely unhinged. Let's be real. Just because they broke up doesn't mean the love story ended. There's way more going on behind the scenes than what fans see online. Back when Justin and Selena became a thing between 2010 and 2011, it wasn't just another celeb fling. It was the definition of Gen Z romance goals. They weren't just trending, they were the trend. Their every move was documented like an episode of a reality show, and fans were hooked. Reddit threads have been analyzing their every move for over a decade, with stans calling them the ultimate it couple of our time. And even though their relationship was far from perfect, people can't stop talking about the connection they had. While we were watching public moments go viral, their closest friends were seeing something deeper behind closed doors. When they first hard-launched their relationship, it was raw, chaotic, and full of real feelings. Justin wasn't playing some PR game, he was all in, giving full-on hard eyes in every interview. Their inner circle told People magazine that the two were bonding over the madness of fame and finding comfort in each other. Friends saw them trying to build something real while the whole world was watching them like a TV show. One of the early signs of their chemistry was their iconic IHOP date, and Justin randomly serenading Selena at one of her concerts had everyone, especially their friends, shook at how smitten he really was. There was even that super awkward but adorable school visit moment where Justin couldn't hide his feelings, and it gave major first love energy. The kind that makes your friends groan but also say, "aw," at the same time. Then came the drama in 2012 when Justin's ride or die, Chaz Summers, allegedly called out Selena for clout chasing. Chaz denied it online, but the fandom went wild, with people on fan pages convinced Justin and Chaz had a falling out because of Selena, even though there was literally no proof. That same year, their first major breakup dropped like a bomb, and group chats were in meltdown mode. A source from Selena's side told people that the split came down to trust issues, especially with Justin's fame blowing up. Apparently, Selena ended it, and it was rough. Meanwhile, Justin was painted as heartbroken and confused, with his side saying he felt Selena had pulled away. One of the biggest surprises in this era was the total silence from Taylor Swift, who would later become known as the Queen of Side-Eyes when it came to Jelena. Reddit users speculated for years about why they split, with one theory being that they just grew apart, but none of the inner circle was spilling major tea, which only fueled more theories. Things really started heating up in their toxic on-again, off-again saga between 2013 and 2015, and that's when the squad started reacting. Who could forget Taylor Swift's legendary reaction at the Billboard Music Awards when Justin and Selena kissed backstage? She hit them with the most savage side-eye in pop culture history, and Complex even ran with it, turning that moment into a meme that's still used today. During this time, sources close to Selena said her friends were deeply concerned about her mental health, especially when she got back with Justin. Taylor, in particular, wanted her to cut ties, and insiders said she was super vocal about thinking Justin was immature and not good for her. But the drama didn't stop there. In a rare moment of honesty, Justin told Ellen in 2015 that 3 songs from his Purpose album were about Selena, admitting their connection was deep and hard to walk away from. This shocked a lot of people because Justin usually kept their relationship private. Meanwhile, Selena was out here dropping emotional anthems like The Heart Wants What It Wants, making fans cry in their cars and relate on a whole different level. In interviews, she even said Justin was her first love, and admitted the relationship messed with her head but taught her important boundaries. This kind of emotional depth is what their friends were dealing with IRL while we were just watching, from the sidelines. But not everyone stuck around for the ride. Demi Lovato, who used to be Selena's BFF during their Disney days, reportedly distanced herself partly because of the Bieber drama. A source said Demi tried to help Selena get clean and stay away from Justin, but when that didn't happen, the friendship faded. Francia Raisa, yes, the same one who later donated a kidney to Selena, was also throwing low-key shade in 2014 with cryptic Instagram posts that fans thought were subtle digs at Justin. These social media breadcrumbs became the battleground, For bestie opinions, letting their posts do the talking. On Reddit, the debates got intense, with fans split between calling the couple toxic or iconic. Some pointed out that both were flawed, with Justin admitting to emotional abuse and Selena not being the innocent angel her fans claimed. Meanwhile, Justin's inner circle wasn't loving the relationship either. A 2014 report quoted one of his friends saying Selena was too controlling, and Justin felt trapped, even though he still cared. His squad watched him spiral between wanting to be with her and needing space. Not everyone chose sides, though. Some mutuals, like Jaden Smith, kept it neutral and stayed cool with both of them. There's even a cute moment of Jaden and Justin goofing around during tour rehearsals that showed not everyone was caught in the chaos. As Justin and Selena continued their roller coaster romance, they started processing it all through music. Both of them dropped tracks that mirrored what was really going on behind the scenes, giving fans a front row seat to the emotional roller coaster. Even when things were falling apart, their songs showed just how much they still meant to each other. Despite all the red flags, all the bestie warnings, and the public mess, they couldn't seem to stay away from each other. And in late 2017, after Selena's kidney transplant and Justin's whole church transformation phase began, they found their way back to each other. One last time takes about how Swift was protective of Gomez during the Bieber drama, while others on X defended Justin when he had public outbursts, saying that the paparazzi constantly harassed him and his whole life had been cameras in his face. These fan perspectives often reflected the divided loyalties within Justin and Selena's friend circles. To make things even more complicated, sources close to Justin revealed that in a 2019 Instagram post, he admitted he'd always have love for Selena, comparing it to caring for family, not necessarily romance. This nuanced expression of feelings left friends on both sides confused about where the two stars really stood. The media narrative created a simplistic vibe, with Selena's good influence besties versus Justin's supposedly problematic squad. But discussions on Reddit about the toxicity of Jelena showed fans recognize the nuance behind the headlines. The comment sections understood that friend dynamics weren't black and white, just messy and complicated like all relationships. Their music became the ultimate subtweet platform. Justin's 2015 Purpose era gave us bangers that were clearly Selena-coded. Sorry with its iconic, "Is it too late now to say sorry" hook and "Mark my words," promising "I won't run from the truth," were basically musical diary entries that friends on both sides probably recognized immediately. Selena's emotional "the heart wants what it wants" served vulnerability and raw pain. Her AMA's performance had the internet in tears, revealing the genuine emotional roller coaster she was riding, likely with her besties holding her hand off stage. By 2016, they were both supposedly moving on. Justin was linked to Hailey Baldwin, while Selena had a thing with Zed, but their iconic Instagram war that year exposed the unresolved tension. When Justin threatened to private his account because fans were dragging Sophia Richie, Selena commented, "If you can't handle the hate, stop posting pictures of your girlfriend." Justin clapped back, accusing her of using him for clout, giving us a public glimpse of the messy emotions their friends were dealing with behind closed doors. This social media showdown revealed that despite their separate situationships, the emotional baggage was still very much unpacked. Their inner circles were probably cringing while watching this drama unfold for millions to see. Throughout these chaotic years, friends on both sides watched as Justin and Selena repeatedly found their way back to each other, defying logic and advice. This relationship saga was far from perfect, filled with highs and lows, but it was undeniably the messy love story of the decade. Drama, love, heartbreak, and healing, all in one whirlwind. This story dives into how Taylor Swift had Selena Gomez's back during all the Bieber chaos, while over on X, formerly Twitter, some fans defended Justin, saying he was under constant pressure from paparazzi and had grown up with cameras in his face. The fan base was split, and those divided loyalties were mirrored in the inner circles of both stars. Things got even more tangled when, in a 2019 Instagram post, Justin admitted he'd always loved Selena, but clarified it was more like how you care for family, not romantic love. That layered statement left friends from both camps unsure of what the real status between them was. The media painted a black and white picture: Selena's supportive girl gang versus Justin's allegedly chaotic crew. But if you looked deeper, like on Reddit, fans were actually acknowledging how complicated the whole situation was. The messy truth was, friendships aren't simple, and neither was Jelena. Their songs basically became sub-tweets. Justin's 2015 Purpose era gave us tracks that felt like diary pages about Selena. Sorry, with its haunting, Is It Too Late Now to Say Sorry? And Mark My Words sounded like confessions wrapped in melodies, ones their friends probably recognized instantly. Then came Selena's The Heart Wants What It Wants. That song oozed heartbreak, and her AMA performance had people sobbing. She was clearly unraveling on stage, with her best friends probably wiping her tears backstage. By 2016, it looked like they were finally moving on. Justin was linked to Hailey Baldwin, and Selena had a moment with Zed. But then came the Instagram showdown. When Justin threatened to make his account private because fans were trolling Sophia Richie, Selena jumped in. If you can't handle the hate, stop posting pics of your girlfriend. Justin snapped back, accusing her of using him for attention. Boom. The internet got a raw peek into just how unresolved everything still was, and you just know their friends were watching from the sidelines, cringing. Despite all the drama, both of them kept getting pulled back into each other's orbit. No matter how many friend interventions, girls' nights, or bro trips tried to pull them apart, that messy but magnetic bond kept pulling them back. The last chapter of Jelena played out in 2018 after nearly a decade of on and off chaos. They broke up for good, and within months Justin was engaged to Hailey Baldwin, then married her that September. It was like emotional whiplash, and it left everyone, especially their inner circles, stunned. Selena's friends? They were reportedly relieved. According to People magazine, her squad thought the engagement hurt her, but were glad she could finally move on. It was like a collective exhale. They'd seen enough. Then, in 2019, Selena dropped Lose You to Love Me, a soul-bearing breakup anthem that felt like the final word on Justin. Taylor Swift hyped the song on Instagram with, "This is so beautiful, Selena. So proud of you," confirming she'd been team Move On from Bieber for years. Francia Raisa, who literally donated a kidney to Selena in 2017, told Us Weekly that Selena was stronger than ever. She didn't name names, but fans didn't miss the shade. On Justin's side, his crew seemed totally on board with Hailey. Insiders said she gave him the calm and stability Selena never could. They saw her as the grounding force he desperately needed after years of Jelena drama. But then came a 2020 NPR interview where Selena opened up about experiencing emotional abuse during their relationship. That bombshell left many friends and fans speechless. People hadn't realized how deep the trauma went. On Reddit, longtime followers pointed out that Selena's friends had been quietly shading Justin for years. One post even claimed 85% of her fans were glad she was done with him, saying the emotional harm had started long before Hailey entered the picture. And now, both of them have evolved. Justin settled into married life and, as of 2024, embraced fatherhood with baby Jack. Meanwhile, Selena kept focusing on her mental health, her music, and building something meaningful beyond the headlines. But behind it all, you can't ignore the truth. The impact of Jelena still lingers. Not just for them, but for everyone who watched their story unfold. Selena expanded her multi-hyphenate empire, became a fierce advocate for mental health, and eventually found her person in producer Benny Blanco, officially confirming their engagement at the end of 2024. With both stars moving into new life chapters, Their friends stopped reliving the past and started celebrating the growth. Usher, the one who discovered Justin as a teen and watched his evolution up close, gave the ultimate proud mentor vibes when he spoke about Justin becoming a dad. It's a feeling like no other, to love that deeply, to commit your time, energy, your whole being to a child. I know who Justin is now, and I know how much being a father means to him. This is a beautiful new chapter, and I wish him all the best. That kind of endorsement from a day one like Usher signals that even Justin's OGs saw him shedding the weight of the past, including the Selena years. But while both Justin and Selena looked happy in their separate lanes, the internet wasn't ready to let Jelena go. In 2020, US Weekly reported that Selena's inner circle found some of Justin's public comments about her disrespectful, with one source saying, "Her friends really wish he'd stop bringing her up. She's moved on." Even years after the split, her squad stayed protective, especially when headlines pulled her name back into the conversation. On Twitter and Reddit, fans continued to dissect every lyric, caption, and moment like digital detectives. One viral post even claimed Taylor Swift confirmed Justin's cheating. No receipts, just vibes. Stans also dove deep into Swift's lyrics. Her song, Question, was widely speculated to reference Justin and his treatment of Selena. Fueling the narrative that Taylor was always documenting their saga in her music. Fans pointed out how some of her lyrics hinted at things she supposedly saw behind the scenes. And back in 2019, amid fan attacks on Hailey, Justin posted on Instagram, "I loved and love Selena, but Hailey is my wife." That layered post had everyone, friends, fans, and the media, dissecting every verb tense. Saying love in the present while pledging himself to Hailey sparked debate even inside the inner circles. Then in 2025, The Sun dropped a bombshell report about a supposed 7-year war between Justin and Selena. It quoted an unnamed friend who claimed Justin felt guilty about Selena but also frustrated she hadn't let go. But with no legit sources to back it up, it screamed clickbait, not credibility. The real plot twist came in 2023 when Selena shocked everyone by publicly defending Hailey Bieber on TikTok, urging fans to stop with the hate. That moment of maturity stunned the internet and suggested real emotional growth, the kind her squad likely praised behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Justin's post-Jelena relationship dynamics made headlines too. A viral video clip captured an awkward exchange between him and Hailey. She said, "Don't touch me right now," to which Justin responded, "Oh, I thought you were being serious. No, just in general." It wasn't directly about Selena, but it reminded everyone that even moved-on couples have their rough patches, the kind friends definitely talk about offline. Justin, also, had his public meltdowns, like one caught on camera where he snapped at paparazzi shouting, "Money, money, money. That's all you care about. Get out of here. All you want is money." These outbursts highlighted the relentless pressure he still faced. Pressure that his friends saw up close and probably understood played a role in why Jelena could never work long-term. Then came Selena's 2025 album, I Said I Loved You First. One standout track, How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten, and delivered biting lines like, "You're so embarrassing. Go cry when no one's watching." Fans instantly clocked the possible references to Justin and how quickly he'd moved on to Hailey. But with Selena now engaged to Benny, it felt more like her processing old pain than holding on to it. Reddit discussions kept it real. One user wrote, "They were both toxic. Selena's not the angel her fans think she is," and others countered, "Her Latin roots and talent have kept her relevant, not just being Justin's ex." These nuanced takes probably mirror what their real-life friends have said for years, that there were flaws and strengths on both sides. Looking at the entire post-Jelena era, a clear pattern emerges. Selena's squad always framed her as stronger, wiser, and better off without Justin, positioning the breakup as her transformation arc. On the flip side, Justin's crew embraced his Hailey marriage as a major win, a sign he'd finally found peace and stability. In 2023, when Selena defended Taylor Swift during TikTok drama, fans saw that ride-or-die energy was still going strong. That unwavering friendship proved Taylor had been Selena's support system through every messy chapter. Even as both stars moved forward, forums like Reddit's R. Justin Bieber stayed in their nostalgia feels. They were iconic. They were hot. The internet may have moved on from the drama, but it's clear it will never let Jelena die. The 2023 TikTok moment when Selena stood up for Hailey wasn't just for the internet. It likely reflected real growth her friends celebrated in private. And that's what seals this whole story, the way both Justin and Selena use their pain to fuel their growth. Justin's been open about his struggles with anxiety, depression, and substance abuse, candidly unpacking it all in his 2020 season's documentary. Meanwhile, Selena's been a mental health trailblazer, speaking publicly about her bipolar diagnosis, lupus battle, and therapy journey. Their personal struggles gave fans deeper insight into why their love didn't survive, and why their friends eventually accepted it was time to let go. The truth: their romance unfolded under the harshest spotlight imaginable. Selena endured hate from Beliebers. Justin was tagged the bad boy of pop. Every mistake was public, every emotion magnified. Their friends saw how the fame machine made every flaw seem fatal. So, do they still love each other? That's the question. But if their friends are any indication, the answer doesn't matter. What matters is this: both have grown, healed, and chosen different futures. Justin with Hailey, Selena with Benny. And their inner circles? They're no longer stuck in 2013. They're rooting for the people they've become, not the couple they used to be.